Hey, good afternoon. It's Ellis, and I'm happy to be with you today for another cherry of the class uh, during some interesting and challenging times. And so, my intention for our practice today is to regulate the nervous system a little bit, feel good in our bodies, and hopefully start the rest of our afternoon with a little bit more clarity. And it certainly isn't about uh, ignoring the current moment and the importance of what's going on, but it's much more about being really clear about our the way that we approach challenge, and being really clear about the state of our being, and so then being able to act uh, in a really concise and deliberate way rather than reactive. So all of that to say, um, we're here to practice mindfulness not as an escape, but as a way in. Okay. So, with that, sort of the outline of our class today, we're going to do a brief little meditation. We're going to do a movement practice that'll involve some sitting and some standing, but I'll give you options so you can stay in your chair the whole time if you'd like. And then we're going to do a longer meditation at the end because I think that's going to be the real value that I can offer you today is um, a bit more calm and a bit of an opportunity to regulate so that we can act from a place of intention and understanding. So, with that in mind, that we're going to do a longer meditation at the end, you might think about gathering additional props or having something else set up for you so that you can sit a little bit longer. It might be like 10 minutes at the end. And so, if that means getting more props or so that you can sit in your chair comfortably, or even laying down on the floor or on your couch to listen to our final meditation, I would get yourself set up in a way that you can do that. uh, and with that, we'll go ahead and get started. As always, I've got blocks because I'm short, so I like to have those underneath my feet. And we're going to do a little check-in, a little scan, and then we're going to move the body. So sit tall, take a great big breath in, and an open mouth exhale. Do that again, great big breath in. Open mouth exhale. Close down the eyes and just notice your breath without changing it, without fixing or micromanaging. Notice the state of your breath. And intentionally soften what doesn't need to be gripping: the jaw, the eyebrows, the sides of the neck. And I want you to listen in to the sounds around you. And so that can be the sound of my voice, the sound of your breath, and those things that surround you wherever you are. So the air conditioner clicking on or off, the birds outside, your neighbor with the weed whacker, the bus going by. And we're not here in our mindfulness practice to tune all of that out. We are here to train the mind to not get too caught up in spite of everything going on around us. It's not to ignore, it's not to shove it down, it's to be willing to allow the sounds and distractions to exist without resisting them. And also by having the mental fortitude to remain clear on our path. 3 more breaths, exactly as you are. Good. All right, make your eyes open. Okay. Let's wake up the body, just starting with the hands. So you can lift the arms up, just however comfortable, and start to roll through the wrists. And you can keep the hands kind of loose to start, and then take the circles in the other direction. And just notice the creaks and cracks. Don't start to pathologize them, just notice. Then maybe try some wrist circles with fists, and you can experiment with thumb inside or thumb over the fingers. Take these circles in both directions. Good. Open your palms to face forward and then make fists, and then do this over and over again. Open and shut. Open and shut. Keep going. And when you're opening it, I really want you to spread the fingers wide so that you can feel the muscles and the connective tissues in your fingers and your hands doing some work. And maybe you can feel this in your forearms too. Keep this going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. Shake out the wrists. Shake out the forearms. Good. So we're feeling a little alive in the body. Good. Let the hands land in your lap where they do. And then just start to roll the neck around. So we'll start with half circles. So an ear to one shoulder, and then chin into throat, ear to the other shoulder. And then keep going like this. Go slow and steady. These half circles. You don't have to go at the same pace as me, and feel free to pause anywhere that feels good. Good. And if it would feel all right to you, you can start to take the circles 360 degrees all the way around. And when you get to the point where your chin is pointing up, really stretch it up to stretch the front of the throat. Take the circles in both directions if you're going all the way around. Keep the shoulders soft if you can. Good. One more time. Good. Scoot a little forward in your chair so you can interlace the hands behind you and then drag the knuckles down towards your tailbone. Reach them down and back, and so you might feel this a little open across the front of the chest. And then let the chin fall into the throat. Shake the head a little yes and no to release the muscles that hold the skull on. We're obviously not letting that go, but we're letting go of the effort. Every exhale, imagining the head weighting down even more. You can imagine the top, the crown of your head, reaching to your knees. 3 more breaths. Keep the knuckles reaching down. Good. Bring the chin up to neutral slowly, and then release the hands. All right. Let's move into the bigger part of our practice. So I'm going to mirror you. Cross your right leg over your left. And try to cross it as kind of as far as you can. Then rather than just sitting here like we're sitting in a chair, I want you to internally rotate that left thigh. So I'm using the right thigh. I'm using the muscles of that thigh to wrap so the shin appears more vertical. So you've got your right knee over, and you're going to bring your right elbow under for eagle pose. Keep squeezing the thighs together. And if this shape with the arms doesn't feel great, you're going to do the bear hug. But it's whatever knee is on top, that arm is underneath. Good. All right, with your eagle variation in the arms, your breath in is going to lift up. Lift the elbows, lift the chin, lift the throat. And your exhale, elbow touches the knee or comes close. 3 more times like that. So we're lifting, bending the back this way. And then flexion of the spine this way. 2 more. One more time. Good. Take your arms wide like a T, and then keep your left leg just as it is. Take your right leg off the right edge of your chair. So you're in this warrior 2 shape. right? So I've got my right knee pointing out to the right, left knee pointing towards you. Warrior two. Wrap the shoulder blades together so the chest can lift a little bit taller. And then let's come to side angle lunge with the forearm on the thigh. So right forearm on the right thigh. And keep the left arm reaching back to start to stack the shoulder blade on top. So you can see I can reach the hand behind me. And then I'm going to start to arc the arm forward and then up beside the ear and then back. Do that a few more times, forward and then back. One more time, just like that, forward, sweep, feel long through the side body and back. And then we're going to turn these into circles, forward, arc, up, and back. One more in this direction. Now, challenge the brain, do it in the other direction. Take it back, over the ear, and forward. Back, over the ear, and forward. Good. Pause with the arm reaching back, warrior two. Good. Bring that right foot forward again, hands to knees, cat and cow. Draw the chest forward, lift the chin up, dome the spine, exhale. Two more times, inhale and exhale. All right, bring your spine up to neutral. We're going to take this flow to the other side. So left leg is going to cross over. We're not just hanging out. We're going to internally rotate the thigh so the left shin is a little bit more vertical. And then left arm under for eagle pose. 3 times we're going to lift up, find a back bend, spinal extension to spinal flexion. Squeeze in, elbows towards your knees. 2 more times. Good. Lift the spine, take the arms wide, and then left knee out to the left, warrior two. And if you need to give it a hand, if you need to pick up the leg and take it over there, no problem. Warrior two. Good. Squeeze the shoulder blades together so the chest is lifted without bowing out. So a little integrity in the shape and active through the fingers. So that same kind of activity we were doing previously. All right, side angle lunge, forearm to thigh. We'll start with the left arm back, and then we're going to sweep it forward and back. So we're doing these half circles again. 2 more times. Forward and up beside the ear, forward and back. This time, take it forward and beside the ear, turn it into a whole circle. Good. Again. And take the circles in the other direction. Start by moving back, up, over, forward. Good. All right, arm reaches back, warrior two. And then bring that foot forward, hands to knees, 3, cat and cow. Chest forward, and then dome the spine. 2 more. Good. All right. So we're going to move through that flow one more time. And here's your invitation. You can do the same thing we just did on the chair, and the repetition is a really powerful way to soothe the nervous system. Or if you'd like to challenge the balance a bit, we're going to do it standing variation using the chair. So you make that decision. I'm going to make some adjustments to my space here so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Good. All right. So we're going to start with that eagle variation. For those of us standing, you're going to be facing your chair, and I want you to step your right foot onto your chair. Okay. Actually, I'll start with my left so I can mirror you. All right, so right foot is stepped on the chair, and you can adjust where your left foot is, the grounded foot, so that you feel stable. Take your arms up. And then twist. We're going to do an open twist to the right. I realize we're going to do twist seated. That's fine. We're doing it standing. Good. And notice if this knee wants to move out or in, and see if you can find some integrity, some stacking. Good. All right. If I've got my right foot forward, I'm going to have my right arm under for eagle pose. And again, same options. You can get the bind with the arms or the bear hug. 3 times we're going to lift up. So root down through both feet. It's a challenge for the balance. And then exhale, bow inside the knee as far as you can go. 2 more times. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. 1 more time. Exhale. Lift up as you inhale. This is where it gets interesting. Take your arms wide like a T. Now we're going to turn this into a warrior 2 variation. So leg stays on the chair. My grounded foot turns so that the toes are pointing to the side and my arms are wide. So I'm here in my kind of elevated warrior 2. But it's a shorter stance for balance, and you adjust this grounded leg as you need to feel stable. Feel both feet on the ground. Bring your forearm to your thigh for side angle lunge, or if you're feeling real bendy today, the hand might come down and grip the ankle of your right foot. Then we're going to do that arm sweep, forward, up, and then all the way around. We'll do 2 circles in each direction. Keep the chest stacked open, and then take the circle in the other direction. If you really want to challenge your balance, your gaze is going to follow your thumb as it moves around. Good. Warrior 2, come up. Good. And then come to face forward. You can take your hands to the chair for stability. Step your right foot down. Hands to the seat of your chair, cat and cow. So the feet might step back a bit. You'll see what feels good. Knees are soft, belly drops. Exhale to dome the spine. 2 more. One more time. Good. We're going to take this to the other side. So bring yourself to stand. If you need to step a little closer to the chair, do that. And then you're going to have your left foot on the back of your chair. Arms will lift. Adjust your feet to feel stable. And then open arm twist to the right. I guess it's your left. Open arm twist to the left. Good. Turn this into eagle arm. So left arm under. And then 3 times with breath. So back bend as you inhale. And an exhale to round inside the knee. Good. 2 more. One more time. Exhale. All right. Lift the torso up. Arms come wide like a T, and then turn your right toes to the side. So we're in warrior 2. Good. All right, adjust your feet so you feel nice and grounded, or as grounded as you can. Then we're going to find our side angle lunge. So either forearm to thigh like we did before, or hand's going to come down and grip the ankle. And we're not sacrificing an opening on the chest. We're not rounding in to grab the ankle. Keep that stack. All right, 2 circles in each direction with the top arm. Good, take it in the other direction. Good, forward and back, warrior 2. And then cat and cow. So hands come forward, step that foot down to the ground. It's okay if it's not graceful. 3 times. Good, all right. When you finish your 3rd cat and cow, I want you to transition to this final meditative seat for you. So if that means sitting in a chair and just supporting yourself with your feet on blocks, that's great. If you would rather take our final meditation lying down, make that transition now. and use props to set yourself up for success. So I'll give you a moment to get situated. And then the meditation that we're going to do is actually Yoga Nidra, which means sleep. Now, we're not going to take a nap. It's just a really directed way to focus our attention and therefore give our minds a break, give our minds a little bit of a place to rest. As you get settled in, close down the eyes. Take an exhale or two out the mouth. And then check in. Could you be 5% more comfortable if you adjusted something about your clothing, your prop setup? So I would invite you to be as still as you can. To try not to let discomfort of the body be a distraction for this practice. So if you could be just a little bit more comfortable, make that adjustment. All right, we'll begin. Bring your attention to the world around you. Listen to the sounds outside the room. Listen to the sounds inside the room. Allow yourself a moment to become aware of all of the sensations around you. Sounds, smells, temperature. Visualize your body resting on a piece of furniture, on the floor, wherever you are. And become aware of your physical presence, the weight of your body here in this physical place. Move inward for a moment and see if you can discover a place of safe haven within, a place where you feel secure, loved, calm. Perhaps there is a person or a certain place that helps accentuate this feeling of safety and well-being. Spend a moment visualizing that place or the person and know that you may return to it at any time during this practice, or indeed at any time during your life when you need it. So flesh out that place or person that makes you feel secure, loved, and calm. What does it look like, sound like, smell like? Find yourself there and imagine how you feel in this place or with that person or animal. And now, bring your awareness back to your body, wherever it is. Keep as still as possible without building up any stress. And then notice each part of your body as it's mentioned. So I'm going to go through and bring your attention to throughout your body. Notice as we're doing this, if you find this practice easy or difficult. Notice if any specific parts of your body are more difficult to sense. So we'll begin with the right foot. The top of the foot, the bottom of it, your toes, and the heel of your right foot. Notice the left foot, the top, the sole, your toes, and your heel. Notice your right shin, left shin, back of the right leg and calf, back of the left leg and calf. Notice your right knee, front, the back, the right side of the right knee, the left side of the right knee. Notice your left knee, the front, the back, the left side of your left knee, the right side of your left knee. Notice the right thigh, the front, the top of the thigh, the big muscles there. The right outer side of your right thigh and the inner line of the right thigh. Notice the hamstrings, the bottom back part of your right thigh. And can you feel the weight of your femur bone, the biggest bone in your body, inside your right thigh? Notice the left thigh, the front big muscles, the left outer side of the left thigh, the inner line, the right side of the left thigh. Notice the hamstrings at the back of the thigh. The weight and stability of the femur inside the left thigh. Bring your attention to your pelvis, the front, the hip socket on the right and on the left, the bottom, the sit bones, the tailbone, the back of the pelvis, the SI joint at the base of the spine, right and left, and the crest at the back of the hip structure on the right and on the left. Bring your attention to your belly, the softness there, the belly button, and around back to your lumbar spine, the lower third of your spine, the right side of the spine, the muscles, the kidneys, and the left side, muscles, kidneys. Bring your awareness up to the rib cage. Feel the front of the chest, the sternum and expansion of the ribs. Maybe the heartbeat just left of center. Feel the rib cage underneath your right armpit, underneath the left armpit. Notice the rib cage on the back and the great expansion of your lungs on either side of your spine through the back ribs. Notice the right shoulder, the trapezius muscle leading up to the neck, the right collarbone, the right shoulder blade, scapula. Bring your attention to the left shoulder, the trapezius muscle connecting, stabilizing the neck, the left collarbone, the left shoulder blade. Notice the right upper arm, the front of the arm, the bicep, the back of the arm, your triceps, the warmth of where the arm meets the body at the armpit. Attention to your left upper arm, the biceps at the front, the tricep muscles at the back, and that intersection of arm and torso at the armpit. Bring your attention to your right elbow, the pit of the elbow, and the point of your right elbow. Left elbow pit, and the pointy, bony projection of your left elbow. Right forearm, front and back, and maybe that incredible rotation of the two lower arm bones. Left forearm, the soft underbelly, the back, maybe the two arm bones. Right hand, back of the hand, right palm, your fingers, and your right thumb. Bring your attention to your left hand, the back of it, the left palm, the fingers, the left thumb. Draw your attention up to the cervical spine, to your neck. Feel the back of the neck, the muscles there. The softness at the front of the neck, the throat, the trachea. Bring your attention to your right ear and left ear. Right cheek, inner cheek, left cheek, and the inside of the left cheek. Bring your attention to your lips, top and bottom, to the tongue, the bottom jaw, and the roof of your mouth. Draw your attention up to your nose, the bridge of the nose, the tip at the end, your right nostril and left. To the eyes, right eye, upper eyelid and lower eyelid. Left eye, upper lid and lower lid. To the eyebrows, right and left. And to the forehead. And finally, draw your attention up to the crown of your head. Sense the entirety of your body at the same time. Feel your entire physical presence. Bring your awareness now to your breath. Feel the breath entering into the body through your nostrils. Follow the breath as it moves into the chest and the abdomen. So follow the breath as it moves from the abdomen to the chest and back through the nostrils. Feel enlivened by the inhale and relaxed by the exhale. We'll take 10 breaths together. So it'll be inhale 1, exhale 1, inhale 2, Exhale, 2. Breath in, 3. Breath out, 3. Inhale, 4. Exhale, 4. Inhale, 5. Exhale, 5. Inhale, 6. Keep going. Exhale, 6. On your own, continue. Feel each breath as pure energy. 3 more. Allow your breath to return to neutral, to natural. Without judging or trying to change anything, acknowledge any feelings or emotions that are currently present within you. If you notice something specific, like tension, for example, acknowledge how that feels. And now try to imagine the opposite feeling or emotion. Now, notice any thoughts, memories, or images that might arise, being totally non-judgmental about whatever comes for you. Perhaps you notice a relief or a judgment about this practice. Notice that, and then try to notice the opposite of this thought. Also, somewhere within your consciousness, and now visualize this series of images in your mind, one image after another, so paired opposites. The image or thought, pair that with its opposite, and allow these to move across the theater of the mind. Bring to mind a memory that holds great joy and peace for you. Linger here, imagining and remembering all of the details of this memory, the sights and sounds and smells, maybe even the tastes. Where you were, the people who were there. Linger in this memory that can bring you calm and peace. And finally, reflect on how this practice has made you feel. Just notice, non-judgmental, how does this practice make you feel? And then begin to invite your attention outward. Become aware of your breath again, rise and fall in and out of pure energy. The feeling of the body physically, where it is, the temperature, the sounds. Become aware of the room around you. And begin to wake up the physical body with some small movements at first. Intuitive, doesn't need to look a certain way. Fingers and toes, and wrists and ankles can move and wiggle around. Open and close the jaw. Maybe a sigh out the mouth would feel good. Good. If you are reclined, you can stay there or meet us upright. Let's find the palms pressing in front of the heart, eyes closed, and just a little bow, a tug of the chin in. As we greet ourselves back to the reality of this moment here on earth, Maybe be reminded of the immense power that we have as individuals to affect change. And maybe be reminded to slow down our responses so that they are thoughtful and intentional rather than reactionary. So we can use the tools of today's Nidra practice, visualizing a place, a feeling of security, and acting from that place as best as we can. I thank you for prioritizing your practice, for gaining hopefully a little bit more clarity today. From my heart to yours, namaste. All right. Thank you very much for joining with me today. I'm going to keep doing these Friday classes as long as I can, and I will keep you updated as things change. So that's all I've got for you today. Please take care of yourself, take care of other people. Put in the work. So we're not here to escape anything. Here to really tune in to exactly what's going on. All right. Thank you very much. Have a beautiful day.